Hey, what's going on, Tigers? I'm Armando.
And I'm Jonathan, and welcome to Almost Live TNN broadcast for the 5th of November 2018. Here's the news you need to know.
Tigers, did you know that there is help available for filling out your college applications? College application help is in the computer lab, room 507, during the month of November. Stop by tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday at lunch. Counselors will be on hand to review your college apps and answer questions.
Tigers, there's a canned food drive this week. The food will help provide Thanksgiving dinners for families in need. Some of the items are needed to put on the dinner will include instant mashed potatoes, box stuffing, marshmallows, brown sugar, salad dressing, canned vegetables, and canned yams. Please start gathering up any cans you have, as it will be a class competition.
When I first met you, it just felt right. It's like I met a copy of myself that night. I don't believe in fate as such, but we were meant to be together, that's my hunch. Everybody wants true love.
Stressed out? Reach Club would be hosting a guest speaker today in room 500 at lunch. Dr. Hannah Roberts of Thrive Slow will join us to talk about self-care, de-stressing, and lead a short guided meditation. All are welcome.
Seniors, your yearbook portraits and quotes are in. Stop by room 505 at lunch next week to sign off on your photo and quote. Make sure that the photo and quote are accurate and acceptable. Thank you from Yearbook.
On Thursday, November 8th, from 5 to 7, FFA will be holding their annual science fair, and you're invited. This is an exciting event showcasing the hard work of students who have been researching pertinent agriculture issues and spending their time making a difference. You don't have to be an AG student or a member of FFA to come. Come check out the cool science projects and vote for your favorites.
This Friday, November 9th, there will be a Green Hand Leadership Conference activity for freshmen at Avalon Beach from 4:30 to 7 p.m. Even if you're not in ag class until next trimester, you're welcome to participate. There are only 35 spots available to sign up while you can in Miss Bay's room or Miss Evans' room, which are room 308 and 311. Join us for food, games, leadership activities, and lots of fun. See flyer for details.
Attention scholars, if you're still interested in biomimicry competition and the opportunity to create a bio-inspired design that will aid you in your process of diving yourself into a STEM field after school, Jade Norton and Lulu Dye recommend that you stop by Friday at lunch in Mr. Ritchie's room in order to expand your knowledge on applying principles of nature to a design in order to create something innovative.
And now to Addison with sports.
Hey, well. Last Friday, not everyone had a day off, though. Our incredible Slow Tigers football team was right here, putting in the work to defeat Bakersfield South 24-16. Our first CIF playoff win since 2011. That's like so many years. It was a huge game for Emilio Corona, who rushed the ball for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns, as well as passing for 169 yards total. John Krill also kicked a 35 50-yard field goal. And on the defensive side, Wyatt Engall and Carson Salachi both had sacks. With their win, our Tigers will now face their toughest opponent yet, the undefeated team, San Joaquin Memorial High in Fresno at 6:30. So start playing your caravan and fill those stands Friday night. Closer to home, our outstanding girls volleyball team, who, by the way, are #1 seed in the state division, are also moving forward in the CIF playoffs, facing Villanova Prep tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in our big gym. We need to make the house as noisy as possible, so please come out and cheer them on. And finally today, we have a special video from Jason Wilson, Logan Blackwell, and myself, Addison Hubley, regarding tomorrow's elections and our role as young voters. Let's watch it.
That seems pretty offensive.
Honestly, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Secretary.
Basket of deplorable.
Lie intent.
Little Marco, crooked Hillary.
Democrats produce mobs. Republicans produce jobs.
Political candidates and the media often turn their backs on civil dialogue for dirty personal attacks that serve more to divide than unite us. This is wrong, and we can do better. That's why we talk to both the Republican Club and Democrat Club here on campus to hear them out, dive into divisive issues, and start a political dialogue that sets a positive example. Both groups were receptive, passionate, and reasonable, willing to communicate across party lines. We brought volunteers from both groups together to talk about the issues they care about. They first discussed healthcare.
Well, first of all, in Canada, they do have the single-payer system, which is where everybody pays like a small percent of their taxes, and it's the same amount for everybody.
And the reason we bring up countries like Canada is just that they've been able to pull this off, and we think we could they could act as a good model for how our healthcare system should work.
Well, the one thing that I kind of disagree with healthcare is like looking at other countries. Like right now, they said in Ontario, which is the largest province in Canada, that 20% of their taxes goes to healthcare and providing it. But within, I think it was 2020 or 30, they're projecting that's going to be 80%. And government-run things, in my opinion, are usually not always the best run.
And I think kind of the main point of like Obamacare and other things like that is just making sure that the people who really can't afford it can get health care, and I think that should be the focus.
I would agree with helping people out, but when it costs so much money like healthcare, it just kind of seems quite to be a problem.
The second topic was global warming.
Yeah, I believe that climate change and global warming does occur.
It is occurring, but we're trying to shift from oil to renewable resources like instantly, but we're saying that it's not the best right now because the way you get these renewable things are actually hurting the environment more than if we just use oil.
Yeah. I think one thing that it's kind of different about global warming than a lot of issues is it's kind of imminent, like life or death.
Yeah.
And so I think that there does kind of need to be a rush to convert energy. And kind of get us on the right track as soon as possible.
So when we just say we're going to get rid of oil and gas and not have a plan forward, then that's a problem. And that's kind of what the Paris Climate Accord was doing. It just said we're going to ban this and then not do anything. And I do agree that we do need to go with a cleaner climate, but the process to mine the material to produce solar panels is actually worse than it is to mine for coal.
The last topic was gun reform.
First of all, a big kind of a misconception. The Democrats don't want to steal your gun. I think most Democrats are just for making a more harsh vetting process and making it harder to acquire a gun if you should not be owning a gun. And
when it comes to background checks, it depends on where you live. Because here in California, we have some of the strictest gun laws in any state. The background checks aren't just you sitting there for 10 days and then they give you the gun.
Yeah.
They actually go into the FBI database, which if you did anything, if there's any reason why you shouldn't own a gun, it's going to be there.
At the end, we asked both sides to discuss their areas of agreement and misconceptions they feel exist on both sides.
Honestly, I really respect, you guys, I can tell you guys have a deep love for your country and you believe that, your rights are super important, and all of us agree with that, and, you're just trying to stand up for what you believe is right, and like that's what we're trying to do too. And I think in a way we're all just doing the same thing for our country.
I see what you guys are saying with moving to renewable resources, and I think we both agree that we need to move to renewable resources. Just you guys a little quicker than us, but I think we both agree on that global warming is happening, and we need to fix that.
I like the Republican kind of feeling of independence, and I feel like most Republicans really feel that we as a people should be able to do what we want and have liberty in this country, and I respect that.
Yeah, and I can respect the passion you guys have for it, because, you know, a lot of the stuff you do, not a lot of people want to talk about it or just something like that, and so the passion you put into it is good, and you are the people I would like to talk to, and you guys have the passion, but you don't go too far, and I can respect that out of you guys.
In our world today, we are more divided than ever, but it doesn't have to be that way. By straying from personal attacks and sticking to the issues, we can lessen the political divide and start getting things done.
All right, a quick shout out to the band for winning on the parade. I love you guys. Now to this guy.
For lunch today, we have chicken tenders, turkey sliders, and pizza. Have a wonderful week ahead, Tigers, and Hakuna Matata.